What's up YouTube? Ryan, aka The Lucky Schmuck, back again with another video for you. This time it's a quick tip. Today I want to talk to you guys about some cable management and these two awesome gadgets essentially that I purchased for my fish room. And whether you have one tank, two tanks, or a whole fish room like me, they'll help you out. There's these little cable management adhesive clips, and then there are these little beaded, almost like a zip tie, but they're reusable. So let me go ahead and show you guys the applications, and there'll be links below on where to get them. But let me show you guys how neat this makes my fish room look and how easy it is to work with both of these tools, as well as a few extra tips where you can use these clips outside of your fish tanks. The biggest things I was worried about with this system was access to the back. And as you can see, I'm utilizing both these little cable clamps as well as these, I call them reusable, essentially zip ties, except they're kind of like little beads that lock in place. And as you can see, the black ones, the black tubes are irrigation, the blue are air, and I'm using those beaded reusable zip ties to kind of corral them together. And then as the different lines get onto the rack system, you'll see that I've utilized these cable ties essentially all the way down to keep things nice and pretty. And then as each line gets to the level of the tank that it's for, I kind of just put a few guiding the tubes towards the middle, and it's worked out really perfectly. One thing I will say with the sticky part is it's a pretty good suction, but make sure that whatever surface it is, like I said, these are sticking to concrete blocks, they're sticking to wood. I'm sure they would stick on glass or anywhere that you would want, but just make sure that that surface is clean, because if it is not clean, it'll kind of fall off and not stick like this one here. But as you can see, I've used, I don't know how many dozen on this whole setup. I got them up here for the garage door. They're on the metal for the outside of the track. So they're multi-purpose for sure. And actually, I'm gonna show you another use outside of the fish room. And if you're saying, well, Ryan, I only have one tank, not 16 in a rack system like you, this wouldn't make any sense. Let me show you really quick why it still makes sense, even if you have one tank. Another use that actually my wife was very happy that I found was using these for a cord. Now I know that I shouldn't be promoting the use of any type of device while in bed, but call us guilty. And also it helped keep the cord out of the way of another potential hazard. Isn't that right, Bo? But another good use for sure. I want to show you up close how they work. Essentially, the adhesive is on the bottom of this. You remove that adhesive pad and you can thread the cord through there. And then what happens is when you close it, these little ridges here on the side kind of click in, you can see, making it tight, and then you can release it like that. All right, now for the beads, now it's like a zip tie. You can just thread it either through, this is gonna be a tighter hole, or if you have more cords, it gets pretty large. And essentially once you get it as tight as you want, and then you can simply just pull this or kind of push that so it locks into place in the smaller area, and now it's tight. It can be easily undone by just simply pushing through and through like that. So they're reusable. So here we are at the 29-gallon tank in my front room of the house, and as you can see underneath the tank I have some cables. This actually is the cable to the light that's underneath here. That's kind of out of the way. I have the air tube cable kind of just off to the side there, just to make sure it's like extra clean underneath here. It keeps all the cables in a manageable way. And then outside here you can see they're kind of all tied together as they come in and then make their way to the necessary devices. But yeah, so even if you have one tank, it's a really good investment. There's a link in the description to Amazon to buy both of those types of cables. Like I said, I think they're only a few bucks each. For the one pack is of 40, one pack is of 50, so a few bucks will go a long way. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be coming out with a video soon that's going to be a tour of this tank in my front room, as well as the tanks in other rooms of my house, and the entire rack system out in the garage. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.